So it's December 1st. Obviously. Usually at the start of every month, I reflect and journal about how the last month went and set some intentions for what I want to carry with me through the next month. So that's what I just did. I am challenging myself to Vlogmas this year. I don't really want to do Vlogmas, but it kind of came up for me throughout the month of November. Like, it was on my mind. I just kind of want to challenge myself and do it for a few reasons. It's the end of the year. My year was emotionally probably the most challenging year that I've had since graduating. I went through a lot of changes, especially within my relationships. I guess the worst part of it is ending this year, my life looks unfortunately exactly the same as it did a year ago, and that's gotten me reflecting. Okay, so I'm going into my 4th year now since graduating, and my life has looked the same for the last 3 years, and I really do not want my next year to look the same as the last 3 years. So something needs to change. Also, obviously, YouTube has been something that I have been pursuing since I've graduated, and I've been very consistent. I've definitely grown a lot creatively, but sometimes because YouTube is something that no one is telling me to do this, it's something that I am pursuing on my own accord because it's something that I want to do and it's something that I want to have success in. Because I have no boss, like I am my own boss, I struggle personally a little bit with discipline. Not a little bit, a lot of it. I struggle with discipline, and I always have my entire life. And it's something that I've been really intentional about working on this year, particularly because I did get off Adderall this year. I think I got off of it around March or April. As a result, my output on YouTube has been significantly decreased. And for anyone who doesn't know, I was prescribed Adderall. I was on it for like 4 years. I just personally would rather not rely on something external to help me get stuff done. I'd rather it like come from myself. To each their own if you need to be medicated, like so for that. But just for me personally, I would prefer to not rely on that. And so this year my challenge has pretty much been trying to build discipline and work ethic. Raw dogging life, bitch. The fuck? I just kind of want to challenge myself in terms of discipline and creativity to do Vlogmas. But yeah, it's not something that I necessarily want to do. I know like on the internet, you hear so much about like, I'm such a workaholic and I'm such a hard worker and I just can't sit still and like blah 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 blah. I wish I was a workaholic. I wish I liked working hard. Like, the thing is, when I do something, I definitely do my best every single time. Like, I don't half-ass anything, so I don't have any problems there. But it's getting me to do the things. Like, unfortunately, I'm just not that hard of a worker. I kind of like to take my time in the morning and like go slow. Like, I'm a slow, chill person. I don't have a lot of like capacity for things, and I'm just being honest with myself. Like, that's how I am. But I think for the things that I want for myself and my life and my career, they don't really go hand in hand. And so that's pretty much my goal out of doing Vlogmas. Am I going to be successful? I think probably not, but I also don't really want to set myself up for failure. I don't want to go into this giving myself room to not. Am I gonna beat myself up over it if I don't get a video up every single day for the next 25 days? Like, probably not. I mean, maybe a little bit. Something that I've also been struggling with, which I didn't even realize that I struggled with this until a few months ago, is perfectionism. The thing is, like, it only flares up in very particular things. I have a very like all or nothing mindset about a lot of things, which I think ties into being a perfectionist. And I feel like the internet also kind of glorifies perfectionism along with workaholicism. When it comes to making a video, I don't feel the same amount of pressure to like make sure that the video is absolutely perfect before putting it out. I kind of usually give myself like a week or 2 week deadline, and if I feel like it's done, like the story is done, I just put it out because I can edit a video forever. There's always something that I can change. There's always very minor things that only I would really notice. So I feel like it doesn't really flare up in that way. I'm very okay with putting out work that I know that I can keep working on, you know? I just kind of want to put out the work. I don't want to hold on to anything for too long because then it's just never going to get done. My perfectionism flares up in ways that are like, if I don't know how to do something or if I don't feel like I am the best at it, I won't do it. Basically, I've been complacent and comfortable and I feel a bit stagnant and I kind of want to just like do something to disrupt that comfortability. I don't know why like Vlogmas was the answer for me and here we are and that's it. I'm gonna go to a yoga class in like an hour. I really need to do my nails. You know that I've been stressed and anxious when this is the state of my nails. I'm gonna do the same color because I don't think I've had enough time with this gorgeous color. I probably won't even have enough time to like fully do my nails before I go to my class, but I'm gonna try. Okay, well, I wasn't able to paint my nails, but at the very least, I removed the polish and got my cuticles cleaned up, which means when I'm done with my yoga class, I can just paint them and it'll be really quick. I'm gonna have a little snack and then I'm gonna go. Yes. Yes. What? 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 Uh-oh. Things are happening. Lately, I've been listening to nothing. I am not listening to music right now. I feel like there is just too much happening in my mind that I can't fill my silence with more noise. And since I work a retail job, I am listening to music for like 8.5 hours straight when I work. And I'm just like not really feeling any music right now. Also, I've actually for quite a while now, I've been really consistent with managing my screen time. My screen time averages like 2 to 3 hours a day on my phone. Okay, let's not forget that I do have a laptop and an iPad, and I do work on my laptop and watch TV on my iPad, but I just like don't count those two things because usually when I'm on my laptop or iPad, I'm intentionally like doing something. I'm not mindlessly wasting time or scrolling, which is the problem that I fucking have. And I have been able to successfully manage my screen time because I use this app called Opal, not sponsored, and it just blocks you from being able to use certain apps based on the schedule that you give it. And you might be like, oh, but you can just like go on there and stop the blockage. It's just the environmental friction of when I do habitually open the app and I'm not aware of it, it like prevents me from doing it. When the app is not blocked, I notice myself going on there and I'm not even conscious of the fact that I'm doing it because it's that much of a subconscious habit for me. But when the app is blocked, if I do have that impulse, I can't even scroll because the app is locked. It's been a great way for me to cut down on my screen time, and it's also improved my focus. It's also improved my discipline. Like, I really shit on myself a lot for not being a disciplined person, which, you know, I'm not that disciplined, but I'm also not as bad as I make myself out to be. Like, I'm definitely really hard on myself, but I'm also aware that discipline is an area where I do need to work on. It's all a balance. The post-yoga glow. My agenda for the rest of the day: I need to take a shower, I am gonna eat dinner, I'm gonna finish my nails, and then I'm gonna edit this video. That's probably all I have time for the rest of the day. It's 6:30 p.m. It's fucking dark, even though the day is not over. The short days really throw me off. Oh my god, also, it's the fucking holidays, bitch. Hello? Literally, when Thanksgiving happened, which was a few days ago, the day before Thanksgiving, I forgot that it was Thanksgiving. I asked my coworkers, I was like, oh, are you guys working tomorrow? And they were like, it's Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so wrapped up in my head that I don't even know what day it is. And I've been so stressed about where I'm at in my life, what my next move is gonna be, and how I'm gonna spend the next 5 years that I'm so not even enjoying where I'm at right now. It's fucking Christmas time and it just does not feel like Christmas at all. This is a turning point for me in my life. 25, I have 5 years until I'm 30 and I still live at home. And not that I wouldn't like spend Christmas at home in the future anyway, like once I do move out, but the way that life is right now, it's not gonna be like this for much longer probably. So I really want to just like enjoy the moment as much as possible, which means I need to start living in the fucking present and stop worrying so much. Like everything is gonna work itself out. It's hard to really believe it when you don't know how it's gonna happen. But that's also why you balance trusting your path, trusting the universe, letting things happen with making a plan. And I think right now the reason why I'm so stressed is because I don't have like a good plan or a plan at all, or like at least the plan that I have had isn't working or isn't like good enough. At that point you kind of need to make some adjustments. Also, it's so easy to go online and see all of these people that are your age and it seems like they have it all figured out, but like I always have to remind myself that people probably look at me and think that I have everything figured out, and I like that's the furthest thing from the truth. At this point it's like a tale as old as time. Social media is a highlight reel, but because it's all that you can see, you think that that's the whole story, because you don't, our brain doesn't fill in naturally the blanks of, oh, they had this really cool trip or this really cool career moment. Your brain doesn't naturally consider what it took to get that opportunity work-wise, or what it took to be able to fund or like take that trip, blah 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 blah. Like there's so much context that is missing from the internet. Right now I'm just like, oh my god, everyone my age, everyone around me, everyone that I went to school with, everyone that I see that I don't even know has everything all figured out, like blah 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 blah. I'm behind. No, I'm not. We all have our own timing for things, and the more that we can trust ourselves and balance that with like being proactive, the more we can enjoy our lives. Okay, I'm literally just preaching to myself because I really need this reminder right now. Yeah, that's it for my TED Talk. I have been loving short nails this year. A, because I do my own nails and they're so much easier to do. It takes so much less time. And B, sometimes it's kind of nice to just be able to like use my hands and my fingers in the fullest capacity. I used to think that my hands and fingers looked too weird to do short nails, but I was just like being dramatic. It actually doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, doing the long nails, I love long nails. Don't get me wrong. I would prefer long nails for sure, but they're so fucking time consuming. Also, they're damaging, blah, 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 blah. So, short nails. Loving them. I'm gonna take a shower and I'm gonna edit this fucking video. I'm gonna see. It takes me so long to edit videos because I'm like thinking about everything that I've said today, and that's like part of my perfectionism, I guess. I'm always like, because the internet is scary. I never want to say anything that I'm gonna regret. I never want to say anything that I can't like explain fully and someone might misunderstand me or misinterpret what I say. And I like had this like battle in my head where I say something but then I like make up, this is so stupid, make up comments for what potentially other people on the internet might say back to me, and then I'll like have a conversation in my head that's not even real. And like there's certain videos that I've put out and I've said things and I'm like, oh, why would you say something like that, or why would you leave that in the video, when it's like genuinely not that deep. No one is thinking about me at all. And then also I want everything that I make to be such good quality and so intentional, and that requires a lot of time. I just know like when I sit down and I edit this video, it's not gonna take me just like 2 hours, which ideally I would be done in 2 hours because I want to go to bed, but a video like this is like 10 hours. So I don't know how people do Vlogmas. I kind of haven't really seen anyone do Vlogmas in a really long time. I'm curious to see like if I can do it, which I don't even want to say like if I can do it because I really want to set myself up to do it, and I don't really want to give myself any room to like make an excuse to not do it, which I already can feel myself doing that. But like if I can do do it, or when I do it, how am I gonna make it work in a way that like I'm gonna have time for it, I'm gonna have energy for it, and I'm gonna still be able to produce the quality that I know that I can. And also, like, since it usually takes me like a week or 2 weeks to edit a video, I can think through exactly what I'm comfortable putting on the internet, because, you know, once you put something on the internet, it's on the internet. I don't know how this is all gonna work, and I don't make decisions quickly. I move slow, and this is something that requires me to move fast. So we're gonna see. Whatever. Shower thoughts. You can see the camera right there. I'm trying to get a bit of angles. But you know, typically when you can see the camera, it kind of breaks the illusion. So, because there's no like flip thing, fake, I don't even know what it's called. Because there's no monitor on the camera, I don't even know what angle I'm getting. It's usually just a guessing game, a little roulette when I use my digicam, but I kind of like that about it. I have a nosebleed. I get nosebleeds so often during the winter. It's so annoying, especially when I'm doing my skincare. The inside of my nose gets so dry, and my skin is so sensitive. So anyway, I need to
like incredible things that
I have like the skeleton of the video pretty much done. It's just like for me to sit down and do an entire video in one sitting. I've never done that before, I'm pretty sure. Like long form. My process usually involves me coming back with fresh eyes and switching like the brain that I use to cut and structure a video to the small edits that I make. Like usually those are two different processes, and I'm like falling asleep now. And obviously it doesn't help that I'm like in bed, you know, like get out of bed if you want to finish the video, but like I'm cozy. Even if I don't post every single day, I'm gonna get something out of it. Failing is okay, because the best lessons, the biggest lessons, and the most important lessons are learned at a failure. To be clear, I'm not saying that you should aim for failure. Do your best, and if you fail, that's where the lesson lies.